There you go, Erica. So yes, this is a bridge to college algebra class, which will be funneled to the college algebra, which you guys have. You guys need to take it, hopefully in February. Do you guys enroll to the college algebra in February? The late stuff.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Philip did, Logan did. Okay, good. So just want to point out to you guys that if you fail this class, you are not allowed to enroll. You will kick out from college algebra class. So if you're in financial aid, you will lose that 3 credit hours of college algebra. That might jeopardize your financial aid. So I would recommend, hopefully you guys pass this class. Come to my Zoom lesson. This is going to be really crazy 5-week class. So make sure you guys do very well, hopefully. And then don't be shy to ask questions if you have any questions for me. So let's go through the syllabus today. So here's the syllabus. So this is the syllabus. So we meet 11 to 12:15 every Wednesday. This is a Zoom link that we were using. Mandatory attendance is not mandatory, means you can miss my Zoom. You can watch the Zoom actually. I'll post a Zoom meeting again. If you want to set up a one-on-one Zoom meeting, kind of like the office hours, you can. You just need to email me the day and the time, and then I will email you back the Zoom link. So then we will have a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you. So if you have any questions with homework or anything, just set up this one-on-one Zoom meeting for me with me. The rest is pretty much textbook. Yep. The email, email me. I think that's the email address right over here. You can see. That's my office phone number, which I don't use that much now because I'm no longer in the office. There you go. Someone keep it. Good. So the next thing we're going to talk about here is your textbook. So your textbook looks something like this. This is your textbook. But again, this textbook, this is the teacher version. So it's a hard copy. For your students version, it's kind of a loose leaf one. So I would recommend you to get a 3-ring binder to bind it up because it's a very thick textbook. And this textbook also comes with an access code. The access code is like a kind of like a cardboard that you open up and there's a little scratch off. You can scratch it off gently and there'll be a code, revealing a code. And that code you need to put it into your into the Webassign when you register. So what happened is this book for this class, because this is a 5 weeks class, we only do chapter P and chapter 1. And then when you go to college algebra, we will do chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's the same textbook. So when you go to college algebra, you do not need to buy a textbook because it's the same textbook. And then when you go on to the next class, which is the pre-calculus, which is called trig, we also use the same textbook. So I want to tell you that this textbook is used for 3 classes. This class, 970, college algebra, and pre-calculus. So if you have the code, do not throw that code away because that code is good for 2 years. That means that you can still use that code for college algebra and you can use that code for pre-calculus. So do not throw away the code, very important. And then definitely do not throw away your textbook, okay? So so this is a textbook that we're using. So please make sure you get it, and it's good for 3 classes. So we try to save your money. So that's why it's good for 3 classes. Next thing to ask is calculator. So I do want you guys to get a scientific calculator because this is the only calculator you are allowed to use in your test. So make sure that you got a scientific calculator. It's going to be cost around $10 to $15, which is not expensive. You are not allowed to use a graphing calculator on the test. This is a graphing calculator. You are not allowed to use this on your test. So make sure that you guys have this because if your cell phone, you cannot use your cell phone on your test. Okay, so the only calculator you're allowed on the test is a scientific calculator. So make sure you get one of these. And this calculator will be also used in college algebra and pre-calculus in your future classes. So make sure you guys get one of these. It's going to be cost $10, $10, $15. Go to Walmart and buy it. It's not that expensive. If you do not have a calculators, good luck in your test because you're going to do everything by hand. So imagine doing long division by hand. I'll leave that to you. Okay, so make sure you get one of this. No cell phones and no graphing calculators. Okay, so make sure you guys clear on that one. Next thing is this is the grading skills. Your online homework is 35%. Your midterm is 30%, and your final is 35%. That means you only have 2 tests. One is a midterm and one is the finals. And I will tell you the details about all these 3 items here. Grading skills is A, B, C, D. And again, those students who get no credit means you fail the class. You have to retake this class, and we do have a late start bridge course that is start, I think it's after spring break. So if you fail this class, you can retake this class again after spring break. And again, you do not need to buy any textbook. It's going to be the same textbook and the same code. So you do not need to buy the textbook in that case. What we're going to cover in this class is covering basic materials that you guys learn in your Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 in high school. We'll talk about solving equations, which I think a lot of you know how to solve equations. We'll talk about how we solve inequalities, factoring. We talk about rational exponents. We talk about complex numbers, quadratic equations, like the quadratic formulas. So those are the few things that, that we will cover in this class. This is actually preparing you guys to college algebra, and we will use these skills in college algebra. So please make sure when you guys learn this, don't just delete everything off because, again, it's used in college algebra. So class meeting, this is a meeting. We meet every Wednesday, 11 to 12:15. It's not mandatory to attend. But all the meeting will be recorded. So if you cannot come to my meeting, you can actually see the meeting. So it's actually, I will post all the videos in YouTube in a private link. So means that if you go to YouTube and search for this video, it will not show, or it's not searchable due to your names and your face and everything. So the only thing that the only way you can access to this video is through a link. And where do I post a link? I post a link in D2L. So, so example is if you go to D2L, you will get a link like this. So this is kind of a link that you see here. So these are the link that this is from my last semester YouTube Zoom meetings. So these are the link that we have. So I will recommend. So you only can view that by clicking this link, but so make sure it's what we call as private link in this case. So make sure you guys go to D2L to get the link in this case. Notes. If we meet face-to-face, you guys will have a package of notes and we will go through the notes together. However, this is a Zoom, so we will not have time to go through the notes. And this notes actually is posted in D2L. And then I also post a lot of videos in D2L that is from YouTube and from Khan Academy. This link is actually pretty good. So you do not have to watch all the videos, but if you have any problems or any questions, you just need to watch them. And if it's too much, you just let me know, David, you post too many videos, but I don't know, I need help with this question. Can you be specific? What is the video? So I can actually search, I can easily find that in YouTube or Khan Academy, and I'll post it to you. So you can always ask me, anything with the video. I can actually search it for you. If I cannot find it, I will make the video and then I'll upload it and then I'll give you that link. Okay, sometimes I do make videos and I put it in YouTube. Homework. All your homework is mostly online, is done in webassign.net. So what I want to tell you is your homework mostly all your homework questions comes with a watch it video, which will help you to do your homework. So when you click the watch it video, that is a video that shows kind of similar questions with that question that you need help, but they changed the number. So instead of doing 2 + 3, the video is doing 5 + 5 or something else like that. So you just watch it, and then after that, you try your best to do the homework. And if you're still stuck at the homework, you can always email me. I want to point out to you that in your homework, every questions you got 5 chances to try it. And so if you try the 3rd time and you still get it wrong, I want you to stop trying and then send me an email and say, David, I tried 3 times. I cannot figure out this one. Can you tell me what's going on? And sometimes the reason why you get it wrong is because just you forgot a comma or you forgot to put a parenthesis or something else like that. So again, your online homework is very picky with homework, how you enter your homework. So if you forget a little things like comma or parenthesis, they will mark you wrong. So just want to tell you that. Just send me an email before once you get the 3rd time you get it wrong, I will figure out what's going on. And if let's say that your homework requires you to do a lot of work, and let's say the answer is 6, but you put 3 is wrong. If you just if you send me an email saying, David, I put 3 and it's wrong, can you tell me what's going on? I'll reply back to you I will say, you know what, John, I do not know what you did wrong here because you don't show me any work. So because the work is not there. So if you did your work, make sure you take a picture with your phone and then email it to me and say, David, I emailed the work. And can you tell me why number 3, my answer 3 is wrong? Then I can look at your email, I can look at your work, and I will say, oh, yep, I figured out where you did wrong. So then I can point it out. Oh, the line 3, the step number 3 or something else, you did it wrong. It's not 2x, it's 3x or something else. Or 2x squared or something else. So then I can tell what's going on with your wrong answer. So make sure you guys, every time when you did your homework, you ask me what's going wrong, please include some evidence or include some work so I can see what's going on. You can either type it out in the email, which is allowed, or you can just take a picture and then send it to my email, which is a quicker way to do it. So I would recommend you guys to do so. Let's see, your online homework is due every Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So there is no homework due tonight. So your next homework due is next Wednesday at midnight. And there are usually 3 homework sessions. So there are 3 homeworks due this coming Wednesday. Next Wednesday is P1, P2, and P3. So I would recommend you guys to try your best to do your homework. And then if you need help, either set a one-on-one Zoom with me or watch the previous Zoom meeting that I have. It will help you a lot with this case. So your online homework costs 35% of total grade. This is the class key that you need to put out. You need this when you register for your class. Again, this class key is not your access code. So when they ask you for access code, the access code comes in the textbook. This class key is just for registration. Okay, so we will need this for this case. Does anyone have any questions on the first page of the syllabus here? Anyone have a first question?
Yes, please. What did you say the code?
This code?
Yeah.
This is the class key. You require this key to register for your class.
Oh, okay.
And then you need a code to access the class because this Webassign is not free to everyone.
Yeah.
And the code comes in the textbook. So when you buy the textbook from the bookstore, it comes with a code.
Okay.
And that code is required you to enter in there. And that code is good for 2 years and it's good for this class, college algebra and pre-calculus. So if you're taking college algebra and pre-calculus, that code is used for all 3 of them.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And then this class key will change on every class. So if you go to college algebra, you will be another class key because this class key is for this class, for my class, and this class only. So this class key will be registered. I will show you much more when we go into Webassign today and when you register.
Oh, okay.
I will show you more about it. Logan?
My question is how are tests and quizzes gonna work?
We have no quizzes, but we have tests, and your test is going to be a Zoom test, which is coming up down here. So this is the test we're talking about.
Okay, and it's just going to be on Zoom?
Yep.
Okay.
we'll do like a testing here. So today you will know it once we go through this, and then I will tell you we'll have a test in this class.
Okay.
So let's say today's a test day. What you guys expect? What do I expect? So on, so on. Okay. We'll do a little run on it. So again, so this is midterm finals. You only got 2 tests in this class. Both of these tests is taking using Zoom, so you do have to come into Zoom. So the midterm is 30% and your final is 35%. And the test is graded by the amount of work that you've shown. So make sure you do give a lot of, write a lot of work, and you do it on a piece of paper, on papers. Okay, so I'll run through this with you guys when I finish talking about this test here. So make sure that if you just give me your final answers without any work shown, it will be counted as 0. So make sure you do show me the work and then circle or box your final answer. Again, you can only use your scientific calculators in your test. You cannot use your graphing or your cell phone calculators. Usually the test is a 2-hour-long test, but I will have a review session on the Zoom 30 minutes before it. And this review session is an optional to attend. So if you want to come, you sure you don't want to come, it's fine. But then after that, you have a test. It's 2 hours long. And if you cannot come during the test time or the test day, please email me as soon as you can, because I need to reschedule you for the test in this case. So this is the test. What you need for this test is like here, because it's all in Zoom. So you need a computer, a laptop with webcam or mic. Some of you who use the Zoom using a cell phone, you might not able to access a lot of stuff. So I would recommend that go to your computer or your laptop when you guys do a testing, because when I send some, I will tell you what's going on if you use a phone. Next, Mira, I'm going to mute you here. You have internet connection, scientific calculators, papers, and writing tools. So those are the requirements. How do you submit? So once you got a test, you write on the papers. So once you finish writing on your papers, you use scanning. So either you use a cam scanner, which is a free app that you download from the phone, or you use a scanner. If you have a scanner at home, you can scan it, and then you email it to my college email address. You do not drop it in there's no Dropbox in D2L. So you have to actually email it to me. If you do not have a cam scanner or scanner at home, you can actually take your phone and take a picture of it, of all your works, all your papers, and then send it to me via text message on my phone. Yes, I will give you my phone number. So you just send it to me, and then what you usually do is you have to wait till I get a confirmation. All right, John, I got your test. You may log out. So until I get a confirmation, then you may log out from your Zoom testing. So don't just, oh, I finished my test, I sent David all the test papers, and then I'm gone. Don't go yet, because sometimes when you send something, it might go MIA, because I don't know, maybe it's not in my mail or something else. So make sure that you guys wait for a minute until I receive your email or your text, and I look at your papers, and I say, all right, you may go. Okay, so make sure then you log out. So this is how you submit your tests. And then these are the test time. So please put these test dates in your calendar or in your cell phone to remind yourself that you do have a test on these 2 days. And if you miss one of my tests, you lost 30% or 35%. So you automatically fail my class. That's what I want to point out to you. If you miss one of these tests, you'll miss 30% or 35%. No matter how good you do on your homework or anything else, you still get a D in the class. I can tell you that. So make sure you put this, because I got a handful of students that missed my test, and they end up taking the class because of this case. So please put this in your cell phone or anywhere to remind yourself there's a test. Your midterm covered chapter P, I think it's P1 to P6, January 28 on Thursday. So we do have a Zoom meeting on Wednesday, the 27th, and then the test day is on the Thursday. It's at 9:30 a.m. It's a review for the midterm. This is optional to attend. but the test time is at 10 to noon, 2 hours long. And the midterm is usually, some of you ask me how long, how many questions in the midterm. I can tell you it's usually 15 questions, 16 questions. So usually in the teens, it's not going to be like 550 or 40 questions. No, it's only going to be like 50, in a team, 15, 16 questions. So you should have enough time, the 2 hours to finish your test. And then right underneath it is a Zoom for the testing. So for during test time, make sure you use this Zoom link for that. Okay, same thing for your finals. Your final only cover chapter 1. It does not cover chapter P. It's on February 11th, Thursday. Again, 9:30 a.m. is a review for your finals. If you want to come, it's fine to attend it. But your final is actually at 10 to noon. Again, that's a Zoom link here. Does anyone have any questions with this midterms or finals? Okay, so there are 2 ways you can communicate with me. Either you unmute yourself and talk, or you can type in the chat room. Doesn't matter which way, as long as you, and don't be shy, okay? So what we are going through right now is we're gonna do a test run. So that means today is a test day. All right, so let's say today is a test day. So this is what I expecting you guys to do. So can everyone here enable your camera? Yep. Just this is a test time. Yep. Enable all your cameras. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to do here is in the test day, I do not want to see your face. I want to see your work. So can you guys lower the camera down to your, yep, and Dawood, I know. So make sure, Dawood, I know you're on your bed. So make sure, so if you don't do your test on your bed, if you have a desk, do on the desk. So I want you guys to go. Logan, I think you're on your desk, right?
Yeah, I'm on my desk, but my camera is like mounted into my computer, so no. I can't like put it down. Okay. I mean, I could unscrew it and stuff for the test. No. But right now, I just.
Yeah, okay. So usually what I want you guys to go all the way down. Munira, can you go all the way down a little bit? Yep. So let's say that Munira, because you guys are on the bed, can you put, you have a textbook next to you, right? Something next to you, Munira? Yep. So imagine, okay, can you move your camera more down? Munira, can you please move your camera more down? Yep. So you see Munira's screen? That is what I want to see during test time, is I want to see that paper and I see your handwriting on it. I want to see your hand on the calculators. So that is how you do the test. So so make sure you guys get a desk or something else when you do the test. But if you're on your bed, I don't know how you guys do it, how you write stuff. So this is how you guys do the tests. Again, when you do the test, I want some, when you write on the paper like this, make sure you give me some room to grade, because don't squeeze everything into one tiny spot, okay? Now you can enable your cameras. You guys got the testing part? Okay, where do you get your questions? Where you get your test questions? So this is what happens in your test question is, I will post the questions into the chat room. So let me give you an example of the test. Example is, let me see what class I'm going to give to you. I'm going to do a stats class for you. So it's a different class. Now, so do you guys go ahead and go to the chat room, the chat, and that is, I will post a test right now. Okay, let's do this one. Do you guys see okay, do you guys, I just posted elementary statistic test 1. Do you guys see that in your chat room?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, you have to actually click it. You have to download it to your computer. So I want everyone here, go ahead and download this into your computer and open it. And again, this is not your test. This is a different class test. But that's it. Today's a test. Do you guys have issues with opening this link or this document? And can you guys all see it? Anyone?
Yeah, I can see it.
Do you see the whole test thingy?
Yep.
Okay, good. Log, anyone? Philip got see it? Any one of you who have issues? You
I
better
can see it. It's fine.
Okay, you can see it, the whole thing, right? You have to save it into your computer first before you open it. Munira, Mohammed, Dawood. I'm trying to get everyone in the same row here because same page, because if during test time, I'm not going over this again. You know what I'm saying? So Munira, Mohammed, Dawood. And if you are on your cell phone, I can tap. That's why I say do not, you cannot have during test time you have a cell phone, because if you are using a cell phone right now, you're not able to access this document. Okay, Munira, Mohammed, Dawood, are you getting it? Again, you mute yourself. So
I'm opening it right now.
okay, good. Mohammed, Munira, Mohammed. Good.
Yes, I downloaded it.
Can you open it? Can you see? I want to see the whole test. I want to see the whole test. Make sure you download it, and then make sure you do you see a test that looks something like this one? Yep. You have to do it because in the test, this is what is going on. And I'm not gonna, today I spent some time with you guys to go through this. You guys good? Munira, Dawood, Mohammed? Any response from you guys? Hello?
I could see actually the whole test. It opened.
It's open. You see question 1, question 2, question 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Mohammed and Munira. Munira, are you okay? This is during test time, so I want you guys to know what's going on. Again, this is just an example of a task so that you guys know. So what you do here is, so if Munira, you have questions, please let me know, because this is very important, because during test time, I do not want you guys to panic, because we panic with the test really. Now you panic, say, oh, yeah, Munira.
Yeah, my question is, when you send the test, we have to, download the test.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then we open it and work from that.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to click on that file that I have in the chat.
I did.
And then they download into your computer, right? And then you double click that elementary that document. You should show the whole thing. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you got the question 1, 2, 3, so on like that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. So this is what happens during test time is you will get this, and then you will see the whole test, and then you take a piece of paper, and then you write your name, write question 1. You do not need to write the question down. You just put the number 1, and then you show me the work. This is how you do, and then you circle your final answer, and then you go to number 2, and then you repeat. You guys with me here?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. And then once you finish doing your test, you just take a camera to either take a picture and send it to my phone, or you scan it and then send it to my email. Either way, as long, and then once I get it, I will say, good, Munira, I got your test. You can log out from this Zoom testing. Questions with the test. This is what it looks like in your test. Questions you guys have? Okay, no question. Okay.
So when we're done with the test, we just we scan it, right? Or
okay. Either you scan it or you take a picture with your phone.
Okay, and then we text it to you, right?
And then if it's a picture, you have to text it to myself. I'll give you my phone number. You text it to me. If you scan it, you email. So this is the if you look at the screen, this is the test that I sent it to you. So this is so what you do is you just need to, let's say I'm taking a test right now. So my camera is down, and then I would just write down number 1, number 2, and then I will look at all these questions, number 3, number 4, and so on. And again, and your test is not multiple choice, okay? This is just an example, okay? Your test is not multiple choice. You guys okay here with the test, how you take the test in this class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you are taking college algebra with me in the February one, the late start one, it's the same thing. It's gonna be the same format, okay? So you can get used to it. Questions?
Yes, can we turn in assignment D2M?
Oh no, your assignment is through Webassign. I will show it to you once we go through the syllabus. And you do not need to take pictures. Once you hit submit in the button, it will automatically correct it. If it's right, you get the point. If it's wrong, you try again. So you do not need to do, there's no D2L. We don't do a lot of things in D2L. I will show it to you once we go through the syllabus.
Okay.
Accommodations, this is for students who have a disability. So go to the access services to get accommodations. And so if you are in the accommodations, if you're asking for like double the time or 1.5 time, then you have to take the test with the access services people. So that means you will have a longer time with them. So so if you are having if you got the accommodations with access services, I'm contacting with them right now and figure out how you're going to take the test with them. Once I got the solution, I will let you know what's going on. I think you will able to do a Zoom testing with them. Then you'll be more quiet, you'll be more one-to-one, and then you got the accommodations that you need. So please, I will update with you with this, but what happens in this case, okay, for the testing. The rest is pretty much basic stuff. So you go to read through it. A lot of students ask me how much time you need to spend in my class. Since one week of homework, there's 3 sections of homework per week. One section of homework will take you roughly 1 hour to 1.5 hours. So this class you're required to do 4 to 5 hours a week for my homework. Okay, let me repeat. How much time do you need to spend in my class for homework and test time and so on? 4 to 5 hours a week, not a day, a week. So if you can allocate 4 to 5 hours a week to do my work, that'll be perfect. Okay. And again, so this is what the syllabus looks, the schedule. So we will go through P1, P2, P3 for this week. And this 3 homework will be due on week 2 on Wednesday by midnight. And then P4, P5, P6 will be due on homework on the week 3. So that means all this homework is due on the following week. Okay, except for 1.7, I think that one will be earlier on. I think maybe it's due on like weekends or something else because we don't have week 6. Questions on the syllabus here? Then yes, I will go through the Webassign and everything with you guys. Anyone
yes, my question is, what is the difference, chapter P and chapter 1?
Because if you there are separate chapters. Chapter P is prerequisite chapter. Chapter 1 is equations. Okay. And then when you go to college algebra, you will do chapter 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This class we only do 2 chapters, and then after that you do the rest. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if you go on to the next class, which is trigonometry, you do 6, 7, 8, 9. So the textbook is used for 3 classes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So I'm gonna show you how you register to Webassign. Okay. Remember the Webassign, this online homework Webassign. So you have to go to the webassign.net. So this is the webassign.net here. So what you need to do first here is to register. So you enter class key. Okay. And you will bring into this. If you do have an account with Cengage from your English or business or chemistry or somewhere, you can use the email and the password that you have. But if this is your first time using your Cengage account, then I will recommend you to create an account and then a student. And then the email that they're asking you here, I will recommend to use the college email. Is because if you use your Gmail or your Hotmail or Yahoo Mail, when I send an email back to you, it might went to your spam box. So make sure that you guys use the email from school because I know that it won't go to the spam box. Okay, so make sure I recommend to use the school, and then the rest of the registration, the rest of this registration is like how you then they'll ask you for username and password and your name and so on and so on. So it's pretty much easy. You guys can go through this very straightforward type. So I'm going to show it to you what happens the next page. Okay, so I'm going to put it down my stuff here. So once you finish registering, they will go into they will go to this access your course port. This is class key. Where is your class key? Your class key is this class key. Remember the NHCC ManSQ, this 6. So you have to type this on here. Okay, so the class key in this case is nhcc.mansq. And then the number is 6177. Make sure you space them, and 4923. So this is the class key that you found in your syllabus here. So you enter them, you register. Make sure my name is there, the 970, this is the class. And then you confirm to register. And then the next thing you notice once you're doing this is you will get to your, let me show it to you what it looks like, because there's a teacher version of it. This is what you will get. So you will get this, okay? And then on the corner here, you will see, they say you got 12 days or 11 days remaining for the free course. That means that you actually can access this class for 11 days or 10, they will count down 10 days for free until you purchase until you get your access code. And then on the corner there, you got an access code, and the access code comes with let me show it to you what it looks like. It's in my mail. I got the students that have an access code that I will show it to you. So some of you might not know what it looks like, but I will show it to you what it looks like. Sorry about that. I will show it to you. So you guys will see the access code. Where was it? So this is what your access code looks like. It looks something like this. So you have to scratch it off, okay? And then when you type in the access code, you have to type in the sandwich with a capital C, and then you need to put a dash on it. And then whatever behind here, you have to copy, like, you know, exactly type. If you have a little blank space here, means you have to use a space bar. You guys with me here? Okay. So this is come when you got the book, and it will come with a cardboard, and the cardboard will have this, and you have to scratch off. And when you scratch off, make sure you scratch off very gentle, because if you scratch up really hard, this code will come out right away. So make sure you guys be careful when you scratch it off. You guys all right here, how you register to the class? Questions, how you register? And then this is what it looks like in here. So the first, these are all your homeworks, and those are the due dates. So again, 3 homework due on this coming Wednesday by midnight. So how do you do your homework is you just click on it, and then you start working on it. So usually on the top of the homework, they will tell you how many questions you have and all the total scores you have here. And then there are some questions that are very straightforward. They are like multiple choice that you can pick one of this. And then some of them is more open-ended where you have to type it, okay? And see the watch it button. You see some of them have read it, some of you have watch it. So read it means if you click on it, the textbook will come out. So this is the ebook. So they will pop up here. So you will see the ebook popping out right now. So so this is what happens when you click read it. The ebook will pop up here. Okay, it's slow, but it will come slow here. So so that's it. So this is the ebook that we're talking about. But I will recommend you to watch it. So if you guys are having difficulty, let's say you doesn't know how to do question 6 here, click watch it. And the reason why when you click watch it, there has A, B, C, D, E, because this question has 6 part A, B, C, D. So let's say you doesn't know how to do C. So you just need to watch part C. And then, and you can tell the numbers a little bit different from this. So hopefully by looking at this, video will help you to do part C for this question. You guys with me here? And again, how many times can you try this? 5 times per box. So you got 5 chances for every boxes you do. Okay. So by the 3rd time you try it, you watch this video, you try to do part C for the 3rd time, you still get it wrong, then you ask your teacher. So this is the one that you click and you will say, all right, David, I tried this few times. I doesn't know how to do this question. Or you say, David, my answer is wrong. I send you the email about the work that I did. You know, I took a picture of the work. Because if you just type in 5 and you say it's wrong, then you ask me, David, why 5 is wrong? I will reply back to you was like, where is your work? So you make sure you take a picture of it and you just say, oh, it's in the email, in your email. Okay, I will look at it and then I can figure out. So again, if you just type 5, it's not turning in yet till you submit the answer. Okay, so once you click this, you're submitting it. So if you haven't submitted, you still have the 5 tries. So once you submit it, and if it's wrong, then you got 4 more chances left. You guys okay here? So you got 4 more chances.
I got a question about the textbook code thing. I'm having trouble finding it. Like where would it be?
Do you have your textbook with you, Logan?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show your screen? Okay. Okay.
It's in this binder.
Okay. Does it come with a code? A little cardboard thingy?
There's only like this.
Where do you buy the book from?
I bought it from the school.
The bookstore?
Yeah, through the library.
Does it come with a code?
Not on any of like the cardboard or like non-traditional paper pages.
You say you buy it from the bookstore?
Yeah, that's how I order all my books.
Let me show it to you. Does it comes with this? So sorry about that. Give me a sec. Okay, let me grab my screen again. Sorry about that. I will show it to you. Does it come? Do you have this little? It used to be a cardboard, look something like that. This 2 is actually glued together. Does anyone has the book in this class?
Yeah, there is, a little card inside the book,
Yes. Munira, can you share it? Can you share? Can you enable your camera and show that thingy that you mentioned, the code? Do you have it with you, next to you?
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Can you hold it to the front of? Just hold it to the front of camera. Can you fold this into the front page?
It's like this.
Can you move your thing? Your up? Yes. You have this code.
Okay.
Yeah, there is, in here the code.
Yeah, and then move up a little bit. Yep, that's the code.
Yeah.
Do you have that, Logan?
I don't think I do.
Maybe it comes with the book,
It comes in the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside the book, like in like.
No, it's outside the book.
Outside, yeah. It comes.
When you. Can you show the front again, Munira? The front up a little bit. This one. Yep, it comes.
I don't remember ever seeing that.
Yeah, is this kind
of, if you. When the book arrived, Logan? Like yesterday or a few days ago? You might check your trash can or something else.
Yeah,
so
well, I still have everything. Like I have my receipt and stuff.
Okay, don't throw your receipt away. Very good. Yep, it comes in the book. Yeah, Munira, thank you so much for showing it. That is the one that I'm talking about. Yep. Logan, can I talk to you after class regarding with this?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. We'll go through this. So, yep. Are you Logan? Are you a PSEO student?
No.
No. Okay. Just want to. So yep. So that is your code, and that is what it looks like. So make sure that again, don't throw away that code, because this code here is good for, as I told you, it's good for 2 years. So keep in your bundle or keep into your wherever. Don't throw it away. If something happens, that code is the code that I can talk to the peers, to the Sandwich people, and they can figure out what's going on. So please, if you have this, don't throw that paper or that code away. Okay. All right. So where's YM? So that's my. So I'm gonna go back, and yes, Logan just will talk after class. So after this, what happens is once you, if you want to, let's say we have a test tomorrow and you want to practice, so you can click on this practice another version. So this is another question. Again, this is a practice. You can actually do it on your own and it won't contribute any points. It's just a practice for your test and so on. So if you guys need practice, just go practice another version. So make sure you guys, this is how you do your homework. And then I can look at, this is what I get as a teacher. I can look at your, I think you also can see it. I can look at your previous answer. What do you did on the first submission? And if you have more submissions, I can see it. And again, I tell you, every boxes, you get 5 chances. Okay. And you do not need to do all 30 some questions at one time. You can stop. So let's say I'm tired right now, I want to take a break. I'll come back next hour or two. So what you do is you just exit. You do not need to send a picture to me. You do not need to post it. You cannot do to put anything in D2L or link it in D2L. No, because as a teacher, I see everything here. So you do not need to actually do a lot of works in here. You guys have any questions with your online homework here? And next thing is extension. I can only grant you guys 1 to 2 online homework extension. So if you guys need extension for your homework, just do it right here. Do you see that? On the corner here, on every section, it has a little called request extension. So this is, so do not send me an email, just click on that and I will get an email and I know what to do. Okay, again, I can only extend 1 or 2 homework for you guys, not every single one of it. Okay, so make sure you guys click on here and they will then go through that process of request extension. Questions so far with your homework? Anyone? Questions? Next thing is your grades. So usually it has a grade here that you can, because it's still new. So if you look at this, this is a grade for the homework, not the class. So you will see what grade you get for each sections you do. And this is the one that I will put in the into your D2L. Okay, so that'll be a grade here. And then on the corner here, this is the ebook. So if you click on this, the ebook will pop out and then you will able to access the ebook. So if you do not want to use the copy of the book, the physical book, there is an ebook in here. Questions you guys have for the Webassign? So for today's homework, you have to register to the Webassign. No matter if you have the code or you don't have a code, you still have 11 days to, to access it. And then after that, you will have do these 3 homework, because these are the 3 homework that is due on this Wednesday. We will have a Zoom meeting on the 20th, and we will go over these 3 homework. If you have any homework questions, you can contact me and we can go through these 3 homework questions, or you can ask me using the Ask My Teacher. Okay, so if you did some homework already and you need help, just ask your teacher and I will help you, and then I will definitely reply back to you. So this is your the online homework, the Webassign. Questions before I move on to D2L? Okay, so next is D2L. So make sure you guys have your star ID, because you need that to access to your to your D2L. So usually the announcement, this announcement, I will put in like the link for your Zoom meeting. So all of Zoom meetings is recorded, and I will put a link like here, right down here, so you guys can access to it. I also put video. So if you guys want to review 6.1, so I put some videos here. Mostly the first link is the video from your textbook. So if you click on it, it's actually this is from P1. These are all the videos. This is all from the textbook. So you can watch this if you want to, Or if you doesn't want to watch those links, I also have links from YouTube, and I also got links from Khan Academy. So they're all free. But when you click the link on the YouTube, you will get what we call as a playlist. Yes, like this one has 36 videos. So if you want to, you can watch all these 36 videos. But if you do not want to, you can just watch like, oh, I need help with real numbers. Oh, I need help with absolute value. I need help with something else. So if you need help with like dividing by 0. So if you need help with like orders of operations, so if you guys need just, so you can just watch this. So if you need help with some stuff that, you do not need to watch all 36 of these videos, but some videos, maybe you need help with some, you just watch it. And they are like 3 to 4 minutes long. You guys with me here? So I did post them all up here. They all have P1, P2, P3, and then this is how you register to Webassign. And then questions so far with this announcement here. Also, I post if there's a cancellation of class or a Zoom, something happens, I will post it under here too. So make sure you guys do the check the announcement here. And then the next thing is under materials and content. So this is where you will get my syllabus and my notes. So the syllabus, if you click on here, this is the syllabus of this class. So, so if you misplace your syllabus, again, you can get it from here under material, under content, okay? And then notes, this is usually what I did in class. If we have a face-to-face class, you will get a package of notes like this, and we actually will do it together in class, all these examples and everything. But since we are doing it in the Zoom, so you can actually look at the instructor notes. The instructor notes is the notes that's been filled out. So you actually, it's all the same thing as you just all been, I refill it up for you. So I would recommend you guys to use this instructor notes, especially when you do your homework. Like remember the first question that we just did just now about this bunch of numbers here, and they call you what, A, B, C, D, E. They are there. Yes, these are all here. So actually all these questions comes from your textbook, means it comes from your homework. So if you have difficulty with some questions, you can actually you can actually get the instructor notes here, and it might help you. Like this question is hard, and yes, it's in your homework. Where was it at? If I can show it to you. Yes, it's in your homework. So I will definitely go through this together in you. So yeah, with you. So so that's the reason why that like this kind of questions is difficult. So you can, if you need help, go to the instructor notes here. And then the videos is just all the video links that I post. So if you so the one at P1 and P2, this is all the video links that I just showed to you from Khan Academy and YouTube. So so if you need a link from the videos, you can catch it up. You can watch here. I will also put task key. So if you guys took the first test and the second test, I will put the key in here so you guys know what you did right, what you did wrong. So mostly everything, all the papers, materials that we use will be posted here. Okay. And then the last thing about, so D2L have 3 things: the materials, the announcement, which is the first thing when you see when you get announcement, and your grades. Your grades is under assessment and grades. This is where the grades, your grades will be posted. So I'm gonna use Brandon. So this is what your grade looks like. So usually it has a percent, because once we type in, it should give you a percent on it. And then this is based on the syllabus. Your midterm is 30%, your homework is 35%, and your final is 35%. So so this is all going to be, I will fill this one out. This homework actually comes from your Webassign, and so it's the Webassign will automatically calculate all the total homework for me, and I'll put it right over here. And then this is your midterm test, and this is your final test. And so if I make any mistakes on this, just let me know, because this is very important. So this is usually what you guys get for D2L. So this is what we do. So you don't do like Dropbox. We don't have assignment quizzes. We don't use these features. I don't use any features So D2L only have 3 features: announcement, materials, and grades. Questions so far with D2L? Okay, so so this is everything that we have here. So we can actually start the class. So when I start the class, usually I will have a paint here where I can write stuff on here. And sometimes my handwriting is a little bit bad, so because it's very difficult to write with a mouse. So make sure if you cannot see it, you have to voice out. Say, David, is that a 2 or is that a 7? You let me know, because sometimes when I write something, it's difficult. So we're going to talk about chapter P1 in this case. So back to this question that we do in this case. Does anyone know what are natural numbers, whole numbers, all these numbers are? Anyone? Anyone know what a natural number is? Okay, it's all right. If you don't know, it's fine. You're in the class, you're learning. So natural number is what we call as counting numbers. And can someone tell me what number do you start with when you start counting?
0 or what?
No, we don't start counting with 0. We're counting with 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this is what we call as a natural number. We also call as counting number. 0 is not included. Okay, so can someone tell me, if you look at this list of numbers, what is the natural number in this case? Which one is a natural number? Or counting numbers? Number
2, 3,
2, 3, and what?
6.
6. You guys okay here?
Yeah.
Okay, now we do B. Whole numbers. Whole numbers is actually counting numbers and 0. So that means it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you know your natural numbers, the whole number is easy. Do we have a 0 in this list? We do have a 0, right?
Yeah.
So your answer in this case is exactly the same as natural number, but including what?
0.
0. Okay, put a comma to separate your answers. Integers. Does anyone here know what are integers? Integers is like number line. You guys know number line, right? What do you put in your number line? What numbers you put in number line when you draw a number line? You put a 0 here, right? And then you put 1, 2, 3, 4, right? What else?
Negative.
The negative. -1, -2, -3, right? So
Yeah.
all these numbers, -1, -2, are what? And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we call integers. So can someone tell me, looking at this whole list, which one is integers? Which one are integers?
-11.
-11. And you do not need to put, very good, you guys put this in order. Actually, you do not need to put it in order. That means you can put -7 first and then so on, okay?
Oh, okay.
-7. It's same thing in the test. If I ask you this, you don't put this in nice order. -9, right? And then the rest is copy and paste from the whole number, right? 0, 2, 3, and 6, because those are all from part of it. So I think the -7, -9, -11. You guys all right here so far? Next is rational numbers. Now, this is the one that you guys need help with. This is a bit hard. Rational numbers is numbers that can put in the form of fraction. So if you can write any fractions form, it is considered rational numbers. Can you write all these numbers in fraction? Can you write all this number in fraction? Yes. You can write all this number in fraction. Can you write 4 in fraction? How do you write 4 in fraction? Make it over 1. So all these numbers, all the integers can be written down as rational, as a fraction, okay? And definitely fraction, 2/3, -1/5. These are all rational numbers because they're fraction. And also decimals. Decimals that is terminate. Terminate means stop, like 0.4, can be written down as fraction. Can someone tell me how you write 0.4 in fraction? It's very easy. How many decimal places do we move in this case? We only move 1. So your answer in this case will be 4/10. So if you move 1 decimal place, it's over 10. Can you guys figure out what is 0.98 in fraction? How many decimal places we move?
2.
2. So when you move 2, that means it's over by what? 100.
90/100.
Yep, 90/100. So actually, all these decimals that is terminating can be written down as fraction, and all the decimals that is repeating also can be written down as fraction. For example, 0.39. You guys know what this line stands for?
It just keeps going.
Keep going. This is called repeating. So 0.33333. Can someone tell me what is 0.3333333 in fraction?
1/3.
1/3, yep. So I don't care if, as long as you have a line or a repeat, you can write them all in fraction. Okay. So now my question to you here is, can you tell me which one of these is rational numbers in the list here? Your answer will be everything except which one? Except square root of 6. Okay. Because square root of 6 is a decimal that is not terminating and not repeating. It keep on going. So that's the reason why your rational number in this case is going to be everything that we have here. -7, -7/2. Now, how do you write over 2? You can either use help over here because your keyboard doesn't have over, right? So this is the fraction if you want to write it, or you can use the slash button in your keyboard. They will automatically make you over. Make sure you put commas on them. 3, and then 2/3, 2/3. And again, you cannot include square root, so 0, 6, -9, 2, and -11. We should put commas on next one. You guys are okay here? And lastly is irrational numbers. So what is irrational numbers? Irrational numbers is numbers that is not rational. If you want to make this easier, number that is not rational. So can you tell me out of this whole list, which one is irrational numbers? Which one do we exclude? That will be square root of 6. And how do you put square root of 6? Right over here, because your keyboard doesn't have a square root. So on the side, so if your keyboard doesn't have any symbol like power and all these weird symbols, there will be something pop up on the side here. So this is where your square root is. So you put square root of 6 in here. Okay. So in this case, an irrational number in this case can be number like square root number. But make sure that square root number cannot be perfect square. So you cannot have a square of 4 inside, or a square of 9, because you guys know what is square of 4 is, right? What is square of 4?
2.
2. So that's the reason why it doesn't belong to irrational. Okay, so like square root of 6, square root of 10, pi is another one, because pi is an irrational number because that decimal keep on going, non-repeating, non-terminating. So that's why your irrational number can be pi. So this is what we call as your number system in this case. Okay, submit your answer here. You guys all right with this part? Okay, next, I think this is easy. You guys need to just pinpoint 5.5 and 3/2. This is, I think you guys can do this your own, just point it out. Okay, now we talk about this one. This is what we call as inequality. Does anyone know what is this symbol means?
Less than or equal to.
Very good. So this is a less than or equal to, so your answer will be part D, right? So I think a lot of you know this. So now my question is, how do you draw this graph? Okay, so I want to point out, so I want to point out to you guys that if you have less than or equals to, then the symbol that you use in this case is going to be a bracket going to the left because it's going to the left. But if you just have a less than, then the symbol that we use is a parenthesis going to your left. Okay. If you have a greater than or equals to symbol, sorry about that, my mail is making this one. Then you will have an open bracket going onto the right side. And if you have a greater than without an equal sign, then you have a parenthesis. So this is the symbol we use when you graph. Okay. So in this case, in order for us to do this question, how you draw this, because as a less than or equal to, so we will use a bracket, a right bracket, and you have to place it right on the 6. Okay, and then you have to drag, and then you need to draw a line from one end. There you go. You guys with me here? So this is how you draw a graph for x is less than or equal to 6. Let me, so this is how, you guys okay here? Let me redo it again. So you guys, because it's less than or equal to, you use a right bracket on 6, and then you draw on the left. Just click on it and make sure your arrow pointing there. Bounded and unbounded, this should be bounded. What is the meaning when I say bounded is where you got equal to. So if you have an equal to symbol, this is called bounded. Bounded means it's including. And then this is not bounded. So if you don't have an equal to symbol, then your answer is not bounded. So since this one has an equal to, so it is a bounded case. Questions? Anyone have any questions? Oh, this is unbounded. Okay, then maybe I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm going to reteach this. So actually, let me see. Oh, I got what you mean. Sorry about that. Let me show it to you. So this is not actually bounded. This is include, not include. Sorry, this is wrong. My bad. So let's talk about bounded here. So what is bounded means? Bounded means that you will have a starting point and an ending point. So that means that you will have like this. Means you start at point A and it ends at point B. This is called bounded. And when you have not bounded, means your graph will either go to the infinity or your graph goes to the negative infinity. So this is actually, for this question, is not bounded. Sorry about that. Questions for me? Next is question 9. You guys all right here so far? You guys are quiet.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the meaning when I say per bracket 5 to infinity here? Does anyone know what is this means?
Greater than or equal to 5?
Yep. This is 5. This is bracket like this, and it tells us it goes to infinity. So this is actually is what? Less than or greater than equal to? Anyone? Who say that? Is that Logan say that or Philip say that?
I said it.
Philip, right?
Yeah, it'd be 5 greater than or equal to x.
Yep.
Or,
so it's the interval that is number is greater than or equal to 5. This is the one.
Okay.
And then how do you draw this? You just need to, again, you use a left bracket. This is 5. And then you click on the draw and then click on any, so make sure you draw an arrow here. And this is also not bounded because it doesn't stop. It continues to infinity. Okay. However, if you get something like this, does anyone know what is this stands for? -7 and 2. So this says that you start at -7. Now this means it includes -7 and it stops at 2. And because that is a parenthesis on 2, means you cannot include 2. So any number that is between these two numbers is what we call as this, what we call set notation. So can someone tell me what does that mean in this case? Is that greater than or equals? Which one is a correct way description for this case? Is that A, B, C, D, or E? Be careful with the words. Anyone? A, B, C, D, E. I can draw the graph. The graph will be at -7 with a bracket. And then
I think it's A.
A?
Yeah.
Make sure you draw a line in between them. Yes, your answer is A. It means that this is actually is greater than or equals to -7. And also it has to be less than 2. Okay, so this is, and this is called a bounded case because you have a starting point and it has an ending point. It doesn't go to infinities. Okay, so this is how we figure out question 10 in this case. You guys, questions? Like question 5, question 9, I forgot to submit. Make sure you submit your answer because once, if you didn't submit your answer, it will not count. Okay, so make sure you hit submit answer when you're done. Next question, let's take a look at evaluate. Does anyone know how to do like question number 16? -7. Absolute value of -7. So what we do first is the absolute value of -7 first. Does anyone know what is the absolute value of -7?
7.
7. So what are you going to do with this -7 we have here? You just drop it. So my question to you is, should we add these two numbers, subtract, multiply, or divide? So this will give you 7. This multiply, yes, because if you see something like this together like this is going to be multiplied. So what is -7 times 7? -49. You guys all right here? And this is the last question before we move, before we end today's class, is question 17. And again, I showed this before in the, so if you need help with question 17, remember the materials I showed you in my notes as a teacher notes early on? That is the question that I taught to you, that difficult one. So that is actually right here. So if you guys need help, I read these all in here. So this is actually question number 17 here. Okay, so I'm going to do this with you guys, so you guys hopefully will understand this. And don't forget, your homework for this week is P1, P2, P3. We're just starting P1 here, almost done with P1. So how do we do question number 17? Pay attention, this is hard. So first thing first is we have an absolute value of x minus 7 over by x minus 7. Okay, so the most important thing that you need guys to know is this denominator. As you guys remember that, do you know what happens if your denominator is 0? What do you get? Take out your calculator and put a number, whatever number you want, divide by 0. Any number you want, divide by 0. What do you guys get?
Isn't it just 0?
No, it is undefined. Oh. So can someone tell me what x here will make this become 0? Can someone solve this? That means you just make x minus 7, make it equals to 0, right? So what x in this case would be? That will give us 7, right? So that means that when x is 7, exactly 7, it is undefined. And make sure that when you put undefined, it's all in caps, okay? Now, then we will figure out what happens if x is less than or greater than 7. Where we get this all 7 comes from, it comes from your denominator here. So this 7 is where you're going to put in here. Now let's talk about when x is greater than 7. Can someone tell me what number should we use here? What number is greater than 7? You can use like 8, right? 8 is greater than 7, right? Plug 8 into this formula or this expression. 8 minus 7 over by 8 minus 7. What do you guys get? So 8 minus 7 is 1. 8 minus 7 is also 1. When you take an absolute value, you get 1. So your answer is 1. So every time when you have any number that is greater than 7, you will get 1. Always. You can try any number you want beside 8. You can try 9. When you put 9, you get 2 over 2. Because 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. You also get 1. So no matter what number you give it to me that is greater than 7, it's always end up with 1. But what happens when you put number that is less than 7? For example, let's say 6, because 6 is less than 7. So put it back into this expression, 6 minus 7, absolute value, over by 6 minus 7. Now we know 6 minus 7 is a negative 1. 6 minus 7 is also negative 1, but when you put an absolute value of it, you get 1. This is also, the denominator is negative 1, so you end up with a negative 1. So you find out that when this number is less than 7, you end up to become a negative 1. And it works for any number that is less than 7. You can try 5, you can try 4. Your answer in this case is still going to be negative 1. You guys all right here? Anyone have any questions with this, this one? Okay. So that's it for today's class. So make sure you guys start working on your homework today is register to this Webassign, and then start working on your homework. You got 3 homework due on this coming next Wednesday, which is P1, P2, P3. I would recommend you guys to look at the videos that is posted in D2L. There's a lot of them. And then if you need help, please email me. Okay, that's important. Email me. There's a lot of videos here. You have to email me if you have any questions. That's it for today. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to stop recording here.